Aliens promised to protect Earth. Humans just grinned and whispered, "Really?" HFY military sci-fi story. Before we dive in, drop a quick Earth in the comments. It may seem small, but trust me, it really helps to share this story with more sci-fi fans like us. I love to see who's watching and know you're on this journey with me. Let's get started, because when aliens promised to protect Earth, humans had a very different idea. The day the sky split, it began with fire. A Threx swarm, billions strong, descended on Seoul. Their bioships blotted out the stars, and their psychic scream rattled every mind on Earth. Humanity had no chance. That's when the Valari Concordat arrived, sleek silver dreadnoughts, fleets spanning light years, weapons beyond human comprehension. Their leaders made a solemn vow: "We will protect you, young species. You are under our shield now." The world cheered. Humanity wept with relief, all except a handful of soldiers watching the skies from Earth's last defense network. It didn't cheer, they just grinned. Colonel Elias Kane leaned on the railing of the orbital fortress Ares 9. "Protect us," he muttered. "From them or from ourselves?" The shield of strangers. The Valari did as promised. Their fleets formed a radiant wall between Earth and the swarm. On Earth, news networks broadcast alien commanders shaking hands with presidents. Children wore Valari emblems. Entire religions sprang up overnight, worshipping them as guardians. But the soldiers aboard Ares 9 saw the cracks. "So you believe them?" Lieutenant Rainer Ortiz asked, watching Valari cruisers sweep the skies. Kane's eyes narrowed. "I believe they'll fight the swarm. I don't believe they'll protect us. Not the way we protect our own." Rainer frowned. "Why not?" "Because they don't understand us." He paused, eyes cold. "Not yet." Then the swarm tested the Valari shield. Millions of bioships hurled themselves against the alien wall. The void lit with fire. Valari weapons cut swathes through them. Earth cheered again. The aliens were protecting them. But in the chaos, Kane saw it. One swarm cluster bypassing the fight, slipping toward Earth, and no Valari ship moved to intercept. Kane sounded the alarm. The swarm was coming, straight for Earth itself. "Humanity's teeth, Ares 9, scramble defense wings," Kane barked. "The aliens won't cover us. We're on our own." Fighter bays erupted. Old human gunships, patched together with scrap, streaked into the void. They were obsolete by alien standards, but they carried human pilots. The swarm descended, chittering, writhing masses of organic armor and plasma glands. Engage at will. The first clash was brutal. Human fighters slashed through swarm ships at suicidal ranges, ramming and detonating when ammunition ran dry. Pilots screamed defiance over comms as they died. Valari observers watched in horror. "They fight without coordination," one whispered. "No," another corrected softly. "They fight like cornered predators." On Ares 9, alarms blared. Swarm boarding pods slammed into the station. "Brace! They're inside!" Kane drew his sidearm. "Lock and load! Show them Earth bites back!" The corridors became a slaughterhouse. Swarm drones tore through bulkheads. Humans fought room by room, bayonets and shotguns in close quarters. Blood sprayed across steel walls. Ortiz jammed a blade into a drone's skull, panting. "Colonel, we're losing ground." Kane's grin was grim. "Good, then we make them pay for every inch." Just as the humans held the line, a Valari transmission broke in, ordering them to stand down. The Protector's order, the voice was calm, measured, and cold. Terran command. "This is Valari High Nexus. Cease engagement. Withdraw immediately. We will handle the swarm." Kane spat blood onto the deck. "Handle it. They're already here." But the Valari voice persisted. "Your resistance is unnecessary, inefficient. Humanity will stand aside." Ortiz's eyes widened. "Sir, they're telling us to stop fighting for our own planet." Kane's jaw clenched. "Over my dead body." The swarm pushed harder, bodies piling in waves. Kane knew then. The Valari weren't protecting humanity. They were protecting their investment. Earth wasn't an ally. It was a protectorate, and protectorates didn't get a choice. He keyed the comm. To all Terran units, ignore alien orders. This is our world. Fight until your last breath. Valerie cruisers shifted in orbit, watching silently. For the first time, Kane wondered if they were gauging not the swarm, but humanity itself. Kane uncovered evidence. Valari encryption leaks showing plans to pacify Earth after the swarm was destroyed. The whisper of rebellion. In the dim command room of RS-9, Ortiz slid the data chip into the projector. The Valari script glowed, translated into English. Phase 2. Terran disarmament. Earth will be demilitarized under concordant oversight. Resistance will be corrected through memory reconditioning. Terran individuality is incompatible with peace. Silence. Reyna whispered. They're not protecting us. They're conquering us. Kane's lips curled into a smile that was half snarl. They think they can leash us. His voice was low, dangerous. They don't know humanity. Elsewhere on Earth, whispers spread among military outposts. Alien guardians planning to disarm them, to erase resistance. And the whispers turned to grins because humanity had been waiting for someone to try. Kane broadcast one message to Earth and every soldier listening. Really? They think they can protect us? Then let's show them what happens when you try to cage humanity. The betrayal at Sol. The next swarm offensive hit harder than ever, driven straight into the Valari wall. But this time, Valari forces began pulling back. On Earth, governments panicked. They're abandoning us. Kane just laughed. No, they're testing us. They want to see if we'll break. He stood before his bloodied troops, eyes blazing. Soldiers of Earth, the aliens promised to protect us. But look around. Who's holding the line? Who's dying in the mud? And the "Fire, not them, us," cheers roared. Gun barrels slammed against armored chests. And when the swarm comes, when the Valari stand aside, they'll see the truth. His voice dropped to a whisper. That humanity doesn't need protection. The swarm descended again. Humanity met them with everything. Orbital cannons, improvised nukes, kamikaze runs. The sky burned. Earth became a furnace, and through it all, Valari ships just watched. Deep inside Valari Command, their strategists murmured, if humans survive this, they will be too dangerous to control. The last stand at Ares-9, the station shook apart. Entire wings burned. Swarm hordes poured through breaches. Ortiz slammed a fresh magazine into her rifle. We can't hold much longer. Kane wiped blood from his face. Then we don't hold. We attack. He ordered every remaining fighter into a suicide run. Nuclear warheads strapped to their hulls. Pilots didn't flinch. They grinned. Really? They think they can protect us? Let's show them how humans fight when there's nothing left to lose. The suicide wings launched. Human ships rammed swarm leviathans, detonating in blinding flashes that tore half the enemy apart. On Valari bridges, alien commanders stared in disbelief. No species chooses extinction willingly, but Kane's voice echoed across open channels. We don't choose extinction, we choose victory, even if it kills us. With the swarm broken and Earth still burning, the Valari finally moved in, not to save them, but to occupy them. The grin that shook the stars' Valari forces descended, weapons glowing. Terrans lay down arms. You are safe. We will protect you now. Kane stood bloodied in the ruins of Ares-9. Behind him, thousands of human survivors raised rifles, knives, fists, and they all smiled. Reyna Ortiz whispered just loud enough for the Valari to hear. Really? Then, every gun leveled at the sky. Earth doesn't need protectors, Kane said. His voice was steady, deadly. Earth is the monster under the bed. The first shot rang out. Humanity's rebellion began. What the galaxy learned, the Valari came as protectors. They left as wardens, but humanity never wore chains. Whispers spread across the galaxy. They fought the swarm alone. They defied the Volari. They smiled at extinction and called it victory. No one knew what would come next. The swarm was broken, but the Volari still held fleets beyond imagination. Yet when alien spies scanned human survivors, they recoiled. Because even half-dead, starving, burned to ash, humanity was grinning, and they whispered the same word over and over. Really, humanity's strength has been tested, but the war is far from over. If you want to see where this fight goes next, hit like, comment, really, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next story. Until next time, remember, humanity doesn't need protectors because we are the danger.